Hello there, Mr. Mesh here. I hope you guys are enjoying economics. So today we are going to do a few exercises on elasticities. Please have your calculator ready and buckle up. Uh, Make sure you also just try to do these questions before you check out the answer. You can pause the video, give it a try, and go back and see how we do it. Let's get on with it. All right. Question number 1. The price of good X rises by 20%. As a result, the demand for a substitute rises by 10%. Already, we know our answer must be a positive because these are substitutes, right? What is the cross elasticity of demand for good Y? So we want the demand for good Y with respect to the price of good X. Remember, the cross elasticity of demand is calculated as the percentage change in the quantity demanded. In this instance, what the demand for Y, and this is divided by the percentage change in the price of good X. We want with respect to the price of good X. All right. This is equal to, we are told that the percentage change, the demand for the substitute rises by 10%. So the percentage change in good Y is 10%. If there's a rise in the price of good X by 20%. If you divide these two, 10% over 20%, you must get an answer of half or 0.5. So the answer is 0.5. That's the answer for the first question. It has to be a positive. So don't rush, just read through and make sure you get these. Some students would make the mistake of coming out with an answer of 2, which will be incorrect. Especially if it's a multiple choice question. If you rush through this, you pick the wrong answer. Because it does seem like a very straightforward question. Alright, so this is our answer. Let's go to the second one. The second question says you have a good that is unitary price elastic. If it's unitary, it means the price elasticity of demand is equals to 1. So this unitary here, it basically means the elasticity of demand has to be equals to -1. All right. What we want to calculate is the units sold. How many units are sold for a price of $5? Our elasticity of demand is given by the percentage change in the quantity demanded over the percentage change in the price. This is equal to -1. So we can cross multiply this percentage change to make things easier for us. To say we have the percentage change in quantity, which is equal to minus the percentage change in price. You know, a percentage change is just the new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100%. That's the same thing we do here, minus the new price minus the old price divided by the old price times 100%. To simplify things, we can cancel out the percentages. We cancel out the percentages, and the reason we have a minus here is because unitary elastic means -1. Now we substitute the numbers. We have to put in the numbers that we are given. We want to calculate how many. So the new quantity is what we are calculating. Let me write it here where there is space. So the new quantity is what we are calculating. The initial quantity is given is 40,000. And we divide by this initial quantity, 40,000. This is equal to minus the price we want is 5, but initially it was 20. We divide by the initial price of 20. We divide this 2. When we solve this here, it's Q1 minus 40,000, right? Let's leave it like this for now, divided by 40,000. This is 5 minus 20, which is minus 15. But it's a minus and a minus, it becomes a plus. So the answer we must get here, it has to be a plus. It has to be a plus because it's a minus and a minus, so it's plus 0.75. All right. We then cross multiply this to this side to say that Q1 minus 40,000 is equals to 0.75 times 40,000. All right. 0.75 or 40,000, 3/4 of 40,000, it's 30,000. And if we take this to the other side, it's a negative here. If we take it here, it should become a plus. So the quantity 1 is 0.75 times 40,000, which is 30,000, plus the 40,000 taken to the other side. We add these two, hence for a price of 5, we must get a quantity of 70,000. This is our final answer. All right. So our final answer must actually be, because the price has gone down, the quantity must be bigger than 40,000. If you get an answer less than 40,000, you have a problem. You have a problem. So this answer is correct, 40,000. Give it a try. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so you're given these 4 products with different elasticities, and they say for the price of each, if the price of each item increased by 1%, for which item or items would the total expenditure increase? You need to understand this relationship. I'm going to draw these graphs here. It's going to come in handy. Make sure you understand this relationship. This is a linear demand curve. This is a linear demand curve. Price here, quantity here. For very high prices here, the product is highly elastic. If you spend a high proportion of your income on a product, the demand for the product is highly elastic. But if you spend a very small proportion, I always give an example of saying, let's say you like sweets and you buy your sweets for 5 cents. If the price increases to 10 cents by 100%, you might still consume the same amount of sweets. But if it's something expensive, let's say shoes, the price goes from, your Jordans go from $1,000 to $2,000, you might not be able to afford them. So they become highly, so if it's cheap, highly inelastic in demand, it's not sensitive. So the elasticity of demand is equals to 0. In the middle here, it's unitary elastic, which is equals to 1. So from here to there, it's elastic, right? It's relatively elastic. At the bottom here, it's relatively inelastic because the elasticity of demand is between 0 and 1. So it's inelastic. Now, for a firm, this is related to the total revenue in this way. So this is total revenue, which is price times quantity. This is quantity. For a product which is very elastic, if you reduce the price, elastic means sensitive to price changes. So if you reduce the price, people are going to want to buy more. So because of that huge increase in the quantity, it follows that the total revenue will go up. Hence, the total revenue is going to increase up to a time when to get to unitary elastic here. At this point, if you reduce the price for a product which is inelastic, the product is not sensitive to price changes. People will continue to buy the same quantity even if the price is lower, and that reduces the total revenue. All right. So understand this relationship. For elastic product, if the price goes down, the total revenue increases. But for an inelastic product, if the price goes down, the total revenue also goes down. Okay, understand this relationship. Let's go back to our question. If the price is increased by 1%, increasing a price will only increase the total revenue if the products are inelastic in demand. And remember, products are inelastic in demand if the price elasticity of demand is between 0 and 1. So if the elasticity of demand is between 0 and 1, the product are inelastic. Hence, these two here, the football tickets and the light bulbs, they're inelastic in demand. All right. Hence, if the elasticity is less than 1, we get products that are inelastic. Increasing the price would also increase total revenue. Increasing the price could also increase total revenue. All right. So I hope you got that. It's these two. This one is unitary, so nothing will change. The motorcycles is elastic, hence if you increase the price, the total revenue will drop. All right, let's move on to the next question. This one is similar to the first question that we did, right? The price elasticity of demand is given. The price elasticity of demand is percentage change in the quantity demanded over percentage change in the price. It's given as minus 0.75. All right. The original quantity is given as 400. And the new quantity that we want is 600. So we start by taking the, so let me do this. We start by taking, let me write it out first to avoid confusion. Q1 minus Q0 divided by Q0, the original one, times 100% is equal to minus 0.75, we are cross multiplying, times P1 minus P0 divided by P0 times 100%. The percentages can cancel out. The new quantity is 600, so I made a mistake there. So the new quantity is 600, and the initial one is 400. We divide by the initial quantity of 400. This is equal to minus 0.75. The new price is what we are looking for. So we say P1 minus the initial price was 12, so it's 12 here. We divide that by initial price of 12. All right. So if you subtract this, 600 minus 400 is 200 over 400 is 0.5. So this is 0.5 half, which is equal to a minus 0.75. It's a negative here, divided by 12. I just took the 12 out. P1 minus 12. This, you solve this the way you want. It's algebra basically. You know, I would just say cross multiply the 12 here. We have 6. Then you divide the 6 by minus 0.75. This is equal to P1 minus 12. If you divide this, you must get an answer of negative 8. 6 over 0.75 is minus 8, which is P1 minus 12. This 12, if you shift it to the other side, it becomes a plus. So your P1 is equal to 12 minus 8. The price is equal to 4. So you must get an answer of 4, which should make sense because the quantity has gone up, which means your price should actually go down. So it has gone down from 12 to 4. So I hope you got this. If not, just give it a try. You follow what I did here. Hopefully you get this answer here. All right, let's go on to the next one. Consumer spending decreased in a recession. 2009-2010. A firm tried to keep revenue high by giving discounts to encourage demand. It measures the price elasticity of demand for its products and the cross elasticity of demand with other products. When might such promotions achieve the results the company hoped for? Right. If they are giving discounts, what it means is they are reducing their price. And remember the graph we just drew, we said a company is going to increase its revenue by decreasing prices if and only if the demand for the product is elastic. All right, so they're going to make money if the product is elastic, which means the price elasticity of demand must be greater than 1. All right, means that the price elasticity of demand for its own product, the cross elasticity of demand for, and then we consider the cross elasticity of demand, right? The cross elasticity of demand, if we are going to decrease our price, it means that we hope that people will buy our products instead of the other products, which means the other products have to be substitutes. They substitute those products of the competitors with our products. Hence, in this case, our answer is going to be elastic in demand. So the price elasticity of demand has to be greater than 1. This is elastic. And the products have to be substitutes, which means the cross elasticity of demand has to be positive. This is for substitutes. This is for substitutes. All right. So answer A in this case is the correct answer. I hope you got this one right. Let's go on to the last one. Let's get on with the last one. We are given this table here for goods Y and X and Y. They want the cross elasticity of demand for good Y with respect to the price of X. So you write the formula: cross elasticity, percentage change in the quantity of good, in this case Y, over percentage change in the price of good X. So you can write this as change in quantity of Y over change in price of X times original price of X over original quantity of Y. So one way of doing this, it doesn't matter which numbers you use here, because you have this change in quantity, right, which you can take 30 minus 20. You divide by the change in the price in X. The change in the price in X is up here, which is 10 minus 8. You multiply by the original values. Original price is 8 here, and original quantity is 20 here. Okay, so you have 10 over 2 times 8 over 20. So 80 over 40, it's a 2. Alternatively, you can take these quantities because the price is the same here. The change in price is the same. So the change in this quantity is 24 minus 16 over the change in price 10 minus 8 times original price is 8, original quantity in this case it's 16 divided by 16, which is equals to, this is 24 minus 16, it's 8 times 8 over, this is 2 times 16, so 64 over 32, again it's equals to 2. So we get the same answer. It doesn't matter which combination you use. And then the answer 2 is going to be in this range here. C. Option C is correct. I hope you got this correct. And then we are done. I hope you enjoyed this session. Mr. Mash is out. Cheers.